The following presentation is brought to you by Discovery Education, leading the world of digital and video learning. Discovery Education. Connect to a world of learning.
Listen, Simplex, if we don't beat Athens, we'll be crawling home to Sparta like worms. Yes! 45 cubits! Hey, beat that one, you Athenian twerp! Hey, who are you two? Where's Glaucus?
The Olympic judges demand to know what you've done with the Athenian athlete Glaucus.
We didn't do anything with Glaucus. Did we?
Maybe he worked out when we worked in.
Your Honors, clearly Glaucus has fled the field. Therefore, Sparta should be declared winner of the pentathlon.
But Liftones, abandoning the Olympic field is unheard of. Perhaps you had Glaucus kidnapped to ensure a Spartan victory.
Me? I've never seen these two strangely dressed weaklings in my life.
Well, if neither side can produce Glaucus, then both teams will be disqualified.
Disqualify us, and I'll make sure Sparta has these two pests executed.
You can't execute players during the Olympic truce. That would mean
that the truce would be over. Sparta and Athens will be back at war, and the Olympics will be canceled for the first time ever.
We decree that you will throw the discus on behalf of Athens.
Me? But
it is the only way to preserve the Olympic truce and avoid war. But if you lose, Athens has the right to execute you.
Wait a minute. That means the only way we won't be executed is if
you win the competition. Good luck, young man.
Oh, she's not a...
Shh! Women weren't allowed to compete in the Olympics under penalty of death.
This macho, manly guy here says he'll do it. Samantha, you've only got one more throw.
I know. I'm doing the best I can.
If you don't get that thing airborne, we're going to lose the game.
That's not all we're gonna lose.
Be careful what you wish for.
Girls warping time is 21 5. There they go. You can catch a ride with the Time Warp Trio. Traveling through history. With the Time Warp Trio.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, this one was worth just 5. It was all Sam's fault.
Sam, why do you look like a brain-sucking alien in this picture?
Because I was just about to sneeze.
Yeah, and topple the whole pyramid and cause me to sprain my arm right before the ultimate match.
Well, why'd you put me on the bottom near the grass? You know I have allergies.
I'm surprised you were even playing. So how'd it go? Did you guys lose without Fred?
Actually, we won. And I scored the winning goal!
Okay, do we have to rehash the entire game? Here. Happy birthday. Sorry it isn't wrapped.
Hey, I'm lucky to get any presents at all, since I won't be born for another 90 years. What do you think?
You look like a boy. A very weird-looking boy. Hey, you haven't touched my birthday present yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're so greasy.
I can't believe fried food is banned in the 22nd century. How do you live?
It's not so bad when you can borrow a little something to take you back in time for special occasions. These rings are almost as good as the ones at Mabe.
What? Do you know a place with better rings?
Oh, what an awesome dessert case. I'll be right back.
I still can't believe I wasn't there today.
Oh, come on, Fred. It was just a game. It's not like it was the Olympics or anything.
Just a game? A game is never just a game.
You're right! It was amazing! You should have seen me! I was all over the place, and when I threw that winning goal... Fred, what are you doing?
If I didn't get on that pyramid, none of this would have happened. Hey, look. These must be the buttons for the past and future. I bet Samantha would just tell me to lightly tap this one.
Ah! Hit the other button! The other button!
What are you doing?
If you don't beat that big Oxus toss, they're gonna throw us to the lions.
Fred, you're thinking of the Romans. That's 500 years from now. The Greeks will probably just fling us off a cliff.
Wait a minute. I've got an idea.
Look at that! Look how he's holding it!
No one has thrown a discus that far since the god Apollo hit Hyacinthus with one.
We're not going to die!
Not so fast! By winning the discus throw, Athens and Sparta are tied 2-2. But the pentathlon is 5 events. There's still a tiebreaker.
So, what's that? Synchronized swimming?
Wrestling.
I take it back. We are going to die.
So you don't have any beefy wrestlers hidden in that sling, do you?
We've got to find the book and get out of here.
We can't just leave. Athens and Sparta could go back to war, and it will have been our fault.
You're not seriously thinking about wrestling that guy. He'll cream you.
We've got to find this Glaucus. It's our only hope.
A woman? You're a woman? The authorities shall hear about this, and they'll demand nothing less than your death.
Wherever Sam is, he'd better be getting help.
Whew! That was close. I thought for sure we were going to war. Fred? Samantha? What the? Napoleon? Blackbeard? With a milkshake? What's going on?
Excuse me, is this seat taken? The name's Glaucus.
I'm Sam, at least I was when I woke up this morning. No, I'm not so sure. Is this the Olympia Diner?
Diner? I don't know what that is. But this sure is an Olympia, I can tell you that much. I was just there.
You were?
Yep. I was competing in the Olympic Games, and I was about to throw the discus for Athens when there was this flash of green light and...
Wait! You weren't at the diner. You were at the real Olympia in ancient Greece.
There's another Olympia?
I had just mentioned the Olympics when Fred took the book out. It must have warped you out and warped Fred and Samantha there. But where are we? Mabel's, the best diner on the edge of the space-time continuum. Open forever. It's some kind of rest stop for time travelers. Hey, did you see that?
Yeah, she left her fish.
The greatest hits of history? Wow! Instead of playing songs, this jukebox must take you back to famous events. Battle of Waterloo, Gettysburg Address. Aha! Ancient Olympics. Yikes! There are over 200 entries.
They've been going on for as long as I can remember. We even play when there's a war by calling a truce for the entire month.
Wow! Not one game canceled in 1,000 years.
Yeah, and I'm missing it. I'd do anything to be back there defending Athens' honor. You see, we just surrendered to Sparta after 30 years of fighting.
Aha! The Peloponnesian War. Here it is. 404 BCE. Now all we need is a token.
They don't come a la carte, hun. They're only with the blue plate special. Today it's baked flounder, comes with a side salad and 2 tokens.
Then make it the blue plate special. Quickly!
Imposters flaunting centuries of tradition.
Wait, please! Listen to reason!
Listen to reason? Oh, that's what Socrates would always say to me.
You know Socrates?
Of course. I was his star pupil.
Wait, are you Plato?
That's just my nickname. It means broad-shouldered. They call me that because I'm a pretty good wrestler.
Plato? Hey, are you the guy who invented that clay that comes in all different colors?
Fred, he's Plato, not Play-Doh. This is the greatest philosopher of all time.
Oh, come now. I'm just one of the greatest.
Well, didn't Socrates teach his students to challenge traditional beliefs?
Yes, but...
So challenge the Olympic ban on women.
But you can't wrestle Simplex. He'll break you in two.
I'll think of something. After all, necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Where did you hear that? That's one of my sayings.
It's not a very good saying. It doesn't even rhyme. No pain, no gain. Now that's a good saying.
Hey, Plato said he got his name because he was good at wrestling. Maybe he could teach us some moves.
He's a philosopher. Eggheads like that don't know a thing about wrestling.
Oh, really?
So, are you going to turn us in? Or will you help us defeat Simplex?
It's an interesting problem in ethics.
Plato was big on ethics. You know, figuring out how humans should behave.
Well, he didn't seem to have an ethical problem flipping a boy in a sling.
Hurry up with that ox! Look, my sources tell me our competitor's training just over there, in the old holding pen.
But lifter knees, I wanna wrestle that puny kid.
You saw the way he threw the discus. He's stronger than he looks. Anyway, we don't want to risk your little problem ruining everything, now do we? No. It's better if that runt and his friend run into a little, accident.
In my study of ethics, I have found that laws are useful, but good people do not need them to act responsibly. I hope you're taking notes on the stranglehold.
Samantha! Fred! We've been looking everywhere for you. This is Glaucus, and what was that?
Ah! Ah! Glaucus, you've returned! Who is that?
Plato? Sam, Plato.
Plato? You mean the Plato? The great Greek philosopher?
Yeah, and he's going to die along with all of us, unless we find a way out of here.
Glaucus, wait! Where are you going?
Over here! Over here!
If that man truly is a great philosopher, then his life is worth more than mine.
Over here, you dumb ox!
What about my life?
You came from Mabel!
Wait a second. How did you know? And why are we still alive?
Maybe because you're holograms?
We are?
The jukebox at Mabel's has at least 10,000 battles. As a hologram, you can visit them without getting killed.
Wait a minute. You've known about Mabel's and you haven't told me?
We'll argue about it later. Where did the jukebox drop you off? It's a time portal, so the book's probably there.
I can't believe you never told me about
Why couldn't you just tell us where the time portal is?
What just happened?
Each token's only good for 20 minutes. They won't know where to meet us next time.
So are you two gods from Mount Olympus?
I get that a lot. But no.
We need to stay alive long enough to get back a special book of ours.
Well, Glaucus, and that one you called Sam, saved my life. My ethical duty is clear. I must help you in any way I can.
Uh-oh, he's thinking again.
Now, we know that Simplex and Liftanes were behind this ox incident, but why? Why are they worried about facing you? Come with me, quickly.
Hey, if we pass a food cart on the way, can we get something to eat? I'm starving.
He's undefeated. He's killed 20 men. Only the mighty Hercules could beat Simplex. If his Athenian opponent knows what's good for him, he'll pull out before the wrestling match. Indeed, perhaps he already has.
Maybe I should pull out. This guy is invincible.
They're just grandstanding. Lots of athletes do it in order to intimidate opponents.
Well, it's working. I'm intimidated.
We must study him closely. All humans have a flaw, an Achilles heel.
A what?
In the Iliad, Homer described how Achilles was invincible everywhere but his heel. Paris killed him by hitting his heel with a spear.
Oops. Sorry.
What is this?
It's just ketchup. I snagged them back at the Olympia. They really improved the sausages. You know, ketchup from tomatoes.
Fred, tomatoes won't make it to Europe for another 2,000 years.
I have to go wash out my mouth.
If Simplex has an Achilles heel, it sure isn't anywhere I can see.
Oh, I'm bleeding! I'm bleeding!
It's okay. It was just a little bug. A bug, okay?
Did you see that?
He's afraid of his own blood.
Maybe there's something you could poke him with.
Well, like what? My finger? If only there was some way we could make him think he was bleeding without actually drawing blood.
Ketchup!
Hey, there you are! It took us forever to find you!
Hey, guys! We figured out a way to beat Simplex!
Great! Listen, we don't have much time. We found the book! It's in the Temple of Zeus, right in the statue's hand.
Why didn't you guys just take it?
Because A, we're holograms, remember? And B, we're in big trouble because the statue...
The statue is what?
Uh-oh. I think that means the wrestling match is about to start.
Here, take them all. I'm going to get the book.
This better work.
No one's here. They must all be at the wrestling match. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard then, because A, Sam said the book is right in the statue's hand, and B, the statue is...
40 feet tall! The statue's 40 feet tall! Glaucus, how are they ever gonna get the book? And how will Samantha survive a wrestling match with Simplex?
Here's your bill, hun.
$450?
That's $450 in 21st century American. In ancient Greek, it's 24 drachmas.
Glaucus?
Well, if you can't pay, then you can just leave.
Really?
Great. How am I supposed to climb up there with my arm in a sling?
Yes, indeed. One of the 7 wonders of the world. I'm a temple guardian. I could give you a tour.
No thanks.
Although I'd rather be at the wrestling match. I hear it's gonna be a bloodbath.
If only Simplex were afraid of other people's blood.
My blood's coming out, it's everywhere!
That's right, let him have it!
Whatever you do, don't fall. If you fall, we lose!
Yeah! Hey! This isn't blood!
Uh-oh. Come on, Fred, think. What are you going to do?
Remember, Fred, necessity is the mother of invention.
Who has time to invent anything?
Well, you've already invented the image of a great philosopher to help you think.
Okay, but how am I going to invent something useful with my arm in a sling? Wait a minute! That's it! My sling!
Singing frogs! That Aristophanes cracks me up! Don't you know the punishment for desecrating this most sacred of statues?
Let me guess. Death?
You're a woman? Don't you know the punishment for defiling these Olympics with your womanhood?
Let me guess. Death?
What happens if we go out there?
Let me guess. Death?
Yep.
Okay, you got me. But before you take me away, just tell me this. What's a Grecian urn?
Well, it's like a vase?
Wrong! It's a drachma a day! Get it?
Get her!
Fred!
He's absconded with part of the sacred statue of Zeus! Seize him!
Samantha! Catch!
Fred!
We're done for.
Of course, you can also pay with time.
With time? Oh, you mean like over the course of a few weeks?
No, I mean with time. Time is money, right? Well, the Blue Plate Special will cost you a couple hours.
A couple hours of what?
Your life.
My what?
Look at this. Steak and eggs will set you back 2 days, 10 minutes. Wow. The Blue Plate Special really is a special.
For 2 whole hours? That's my life we're talking about.
There's only one thing for us to do.
Well, what's that?
We'll split it. An hour apiece. A few months ago, I spent 2 whole hours watching a cow. I could give up some of that.
I suppose I've got some TV hours I could lose. Wait a minute. What if I gave up that hour when I sneezed?
You sneezed for a whole hour? I would definitely give up that.
If I didn't sneeze, Fred wouldn't have hurt his arm, and then he wouldn't have wanted to go back in time, which means they wouldn't be in trouble now. Oh, there's only one problem.
What's that?
I really liked that hour. I won the game for our ultimate team.
A victory is a hard thing to lose. But surely the lives of your friends are more important than winning.
Waitress!
It is decreed that both of you shall be led directly from the stadium and thrown off a cliff. Your so-called book shall be burned until...
Sam, how come you're not in the picture? Can you play today?
Yeah, where'd you go? You were gone like an hour.
Huh, I'm not sure.
Hey, happy birthday, Samantha. Sorry it isn't wrapped.
I'm lucky to get any presents at all, since I won't be born for another 90 years. What do you think?
You look like a boy. A very weird-looking boy. Hey, you haven't touched my birthday present yet.
Oh, yeah. These rings are almost as good as the ones at Mabel.
Wait, were you going to say Mabel's?
You know about Mabel's?
Yeah, I mean, no. Do I?
Anyway, even if you had been around for the game, Sam, it wouldn't have helped. I mean, I was playing and we still lost.
Oh, well, it was just a game. It's not like it was the Olympics or anything.